Hi guys, welcome back to Not Another Budget. I'm Nicole and I've got a pretty full-on video today for everyone because Happy Mail has arrived! Now this isn't everything. There are 3 more orders that I'm currently waiting on, but we do have Royal Mail strikes as I'm filming tomorrow and the day after, so I don't expect to see them until the weekend. But what I have in this bundle is what I need to get going. I also want to do a September week 2 budget setup and introduce you to all of my lovely goodies. So first of all, before anything else, thank you to everyone who has liked, commented, subscribed on YouTube, for anyone who has followed me over on Instagram, that's the one, and has been engaging either publicly or privately, offering your input and offering your advice. It does mean an awful lot, so thank you so much. I didn't expect to have one person interested in what I had to say or what I was doing, so the fact that I now have more than one person is genuinely lovely, so thank you all so much. Now, I have opened just to check, to pull out invoices and to obviously cover up addresses and stuff, so let's do a Happy Mail reveal. So let's go first things first. So this is from the very, very, very lovely and very wonderful Rainbow Budgets. And I've been keeping an eye on her store for a while, just waiting to see if there was anything that suited my particular aesthetic. And when she did the binders, I just went, oh yeah, that'll do. So I have a lovely thank you card, first of all, with a beautiful Grow Your Money Tree savings challenge, which I will put to good use. And that is so lovely, and that feels like a really achievable goal. So I'll have a think about what I want to do, and I will use this for sure. And I went with the blue marble effect. Once she's restocked, I fully intend on getting some more of these. But as you can see, it's got the placeholders for the card and space for the envelope, and it is the 6-ring A6 size. But this is just look at that. Look how beautiful that is. So lovely. So I'm very excited about this. I just need to decide which one I'm going to use. There's a little bit of camera shake again. It's because the table is not very stable today. But yes, so I have this, and this is lovely from Rainbow Budgets, which I'm very excited about. So thank you ever so much. Okay, so we have this next one. Okay. So this is the Savings Challenge bundle from Kalika Budgets. All of these I got from Etsy, and I will put the shops down below. So we've got this lovely thank you sticker at the back. I tried to look for things that really suited my aesthetic and the colours that I love. But then equally I was also trying to keep an eye out for smaller sellers or newer sellers on Etsy, having been a seller in there in the past. Until you kind of really hit your stride and the algorithm really likes you, it can be quite hard. So this is lovely. Okay, come there. Okay. Super, so we've got a lovely little thank you card, and that is Kalika Budgets, and she is on Etsy and on Instagram. So we love that there. And then I went with the Savings Challenge bundle. I felt it was really good value for money, and also they all felt like reasonable amounts. They're all A6 and they're all laminated as well, and hole punched, although I think you had options. So for the first things first, we've got the Save 1000 challenge, and we've got an emergency fund challenge there. We've got a self-care challenge, which I really need to do something with, because self-care is not good for me. Well, I'm one of these people that buys for self-care and then doesn't implement. We have the holiday. Now, I did mention briefly that I don't have any holidays planned, but I do have things like a family wedding in a holiday destination in about a year or so. So we will be putting good money towards that. And then we have the 52-week challenge here, which I may actually hold off on this one and do a January start. So I don't know if I'm going to start these straight away, but I certainly intend to implement all of them. And this is by Kalika Budgets. I just felt that the colour palette was very me, and I also felt that that was a really nice, very good kind of starter pack for savings challenges, as to kind of cover the broad church of them all. So that was Kalika Budgets, and that is lovely, and everything is really, really good quality. Okay. So this one is from Onyx, or Onx, however you say it. I say Onyx. Onyx Budgeting Designs. I know exactly what this is. I have been waiting for this one. And again, this is just so lovely, just with the tissue paper and the stickers. There's just a lot of care that's been put into every one of these orders, actually, which is so lovely to see. And I'm going to rip the tissue paper. Oh, let's just rip the tissue paper and save the sticker. It's like Christmas, but not. Okay. So I went with a £1 savings challenge jar. Now I will be using this for £2 coins as well, just for the time being. I may eventually separate them out, but I really love this. Now Onyx Budgets does personalised options, £1 and £2, and then she can also do them with trackers as well. I opted to go without the tracker because I know that there is a savings challenge that I do want to incorporate with this that I will use instead. But everything is lovely, that's all nice and secure. And again, that seems like quite a good size. What else did we get? So a lovely little thank you card there, and then also just a little cash stuffing tracker, which is such a lovely little freebie, so thank you very much. So that is beautiful, so I'm quite excited for that one. We may actually implement, no, we can't implement that one today. No, we might be able to, let me see. And then this one people should recognise. So the wonderful Simply Budgets finally came back off her holidays. So I placed an order as soon as I could. So we've got this lovely little You Have Great Taste sticker, and again, beautiful packaging from everyone. Okay. Come back. Okay. So we've got the wonderful Simply Budgets business card there with all of her information. You guys know who Simply Budgets is. You don't need me to tell you, but it's a simple budget store on Etsy. So we'll put that to one side. And there's a lovely little treat yourself thank you card. So I know exactly what I will be putting this towards, which is lovely, and that's a grand total of £60, so that's a beautiful freebie, so thank you very much. And again, I love a sticker. I love a sticker. I need to find some things to put them on though. But yeah, some really beautiful affirmational stickers there in my aesthetic as well, which is nice. And so I went with 2 Mandela challenges. I'm trying to decide if that's thunder or an aeroplane outside. I can't rule it out. So I went with 2 versions of the Mandela challenge, and that is because I have a plan for each and every one. One of them is going to sit with this here, and that's where I'll be implementing the £2 as well, and the other one I'll be putting to one side for now. But I could have gotten them laminated. I chose not to because I love colouring on card. It's just a bit of a tactile thing that I have. So I got 2 Mandela challenges. I'm sure they will not be the last ones that I buy. I'm sure there will be more, but I kind of want a record of how many I have filled in. So that for now is what we have for Happy Mail. Like I said, there are 3 more arriving, so I will do a 2-part happy mailing, and the second one will arrive when everything else does, but I suspect that may be next week based on my current postal situation. So I'm thrilled to have those. I'm really glad that that combination arrived. because everything else that's arriving is kind of nice to have / extras in my budgeting journey, and those are the things that I really wanted to kickstart and get going. So without further ado, let's get on to my September week 2 budget. Now, I had attempted to do a reconciliation of week 1 and I confused even myself, which is why I won't be filming that. However, I did end up with a small rollover, so something went right somewhere, because I never normally have money at the end of the month. I just couldn't tell you where or what I'd spent it on. So this week is running at the moment from the 8th to the 13th. I've decided to keep it as this for now in terms of running from a Wednesday to a Tuesday. However, I may change that going forward. I need to have a look at the end of the month and see when my paydays are as well. So we'll start with my goals first of all. List 10 items a day. I'm going to continue doing that. I managed 5 out of 7 last week, and the only 2 that I didn't list on was because my health did not permit. I'd like to Duolingo every day. I am now a basic learner of Swedish. I've completed the first stage thing. I'm not going to say or write anything because I'll probably embarrass myself, but I'm doing well there. And again, complete and invoice my freelancing work. I feel like these 3 or a variation of them will appear every week. The big house, sorry, I'm just going to pause for the train. There we go. The big house to do, thanks everyone for bearing with me here, with my rural but noisy area. So the big house to-do list. Oh, I've been putting this off for months. So I'm sure we're all aware, and we all have it, that when we live anywhere, and we're living in a flat or our house or whatever, and you're kind of aware in the back of your mind and out the corner of your eye that you need to do this, and this is starting to annoy you, and you could really do with cleaning that, or when was the last time you looked and sorted that out? And that, now that I've been home and not darting out here, there and everywhere for work, that's really starting to get to me. So I'm going to do the big house to-do list, and that's this room needs a light bulb, and this needs this, and X, Y, and Z, and blah, 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 and tidy this, and put this away, and having all of the... That's an aeroplane. That's a military aircraft. That's fun. I thought that, like, this would be a quiet time to film. It's clearly not. Anyway, back to it. Having pulled a lot of my stock out, and it is currently all piled in a death chaos pile downstairs in my lounge, and I'm bumping into it every day, it's really making me aware of actually how much clutter and rubbish, and I'm going to say it, crap, I have, that I need to sort out and I need to do. More so the fact how much money it could be worth. And guys, we need to accumulate money. I've got things that need to be paid, some quite quickly. So I'm going to do the list, and then I'll see where we're at. If I never revisit this, it's because the list has defeated me before I've started. But we'll keep you updated. I'd like to get this done before winter. That's a really broad timeline. And I'd like to read 1 book. I'm trying to put something on there that's a leisurely item for me, but I'd like to read 1 book. We'll see. I may be asking too much of myself. Okay, so let's get on to the numbers, because let's face it, apart from Happy Mail, that's the only reason why you're here. You don't need to know about my stalling attempts to learn Swedish, or the fact that I really need to sort my house out. So, I rolled over £10 and I had freelance income of £110. Now, I know I said in a plan with me video last week that I was expecting 127 in. That was based on a unit count and not a quality item count. Now, the portion of the work that I complete is the final steps in quality control. I will do a final once over, make sure that the garments that I'm handling are not stained, they're not damaged, and then obviously complete all of the product photography per item. When I then did those kind of checks and then carried out that role, I found a number of items that would not fit and had to go back for repair or more in-depth cleaning, for example, more specialised, or should I say, because that sounds like the stuff isn't cleaned, more specialised cleaning than just putting it in a washing machine or sending it to dry cleaners. When you're dealing with kind of vintage and valuable garments, there is a level of treatment that is a little bit above and beyond, say, normal wardrobe stuff. Particularly things that are very old. But anyway, you don't need to know that. So my total overall income this week was £120. I have already paid for Spotify and my mobile. What I'm trying to do is when I have money coming in, I'm trying to implement paying those bills straight away so the money is out of my account and then whatever is left has been paid cash. Because keeping money in my account last week contributed to me being very spendy and me losing track of what was going on. And while this is a new week and we go again and it's a clean slate, I'm trying to improve on areas that need improving on. So the total amount for bills was £18.49, leaving me £101.51. Fun fact, when I did this earlier, I actually gave myself £10 more than I realised and got very confused, which is why there's little scribbles everywhere. I'm not closing off fixed, which is my bills, just yet, because again, I may be caught unawares and there may be bills that are attempted to be taken, in which case I will pay cash back into the bank. But there is currently nothing at all sitting in my current account that can be spent, which is good. So that leaves me £101.51 to play with. For my brain's sake, we're going to ignore the 151 and we're just going to deal with 100. So food was 20, cat was 10, fuel was 15, coffee is 10, rewards, and I will come back to that one, and spendy is 30. Now, when I went and got the cash and drove in, I'm trying to be a little bit more economical and more cost effective with my trips. So when I'm driving into the town, I'm then doing the food shop, getting the cat food, getting myself a coffee, putting petrol in the car, and spending on myself if there is a need to, and that avoids then repeat journeys and repeat trips, which is why there is not a cash stuffing today. There was going to be, I was toying with it, but then I realised that was a waste of petrol to come back, film the cash stuffing, to then go back out again. It's the joy of living in a rural area. Rewards. Now, I don't want to give too many spoilers away, but Vinted has gone well. So what I have tried to do, because I'm going to do a separate video, what I am trying to do is each time I hit a milestone or each time something is paid off in full, or each time I complete a savings challenge, I want to give myself a small reward to give me that kind of gratification. We're not talking anything major like a beauty treatment or a meal out. This £6 was a pack of novelty socks that I quite liked. So we're talking things like a new nail varnish colour or a face mask that's on offer or something like that. Nothing big. Nothing certainly above £10. But I put £10 just as I don't know, maybe this will work. I have the money left, and spent £6, and I'm quite happy with that. I don't feel like I need any more, and my socks are lovely. So I've spent in each of these categories already. I will do a tracker, that's the word, and when I reconcile this week, so I will reconcile this week for you guys, you'll see how we pan out there then. But then that did leave me £6.51, ignore the 151 because let's face it, I'm going to put it in a savings challenge, and that then leaves me £5 that I wanted to do something with, and I am either getting my hair cut at the end of this week or realistically next week. So £5 has gone into a beauty envelope, and I will show you that once everything else arrives and I can actually set up my binders, and then the 151 is going to go to a savings challenge. So that is my week 2 budget. I'm quite happy with this. It felt really great getting them paid, but as soon as the money did go into my account, I had an innate sense of panic. So as soon as I could go and get cash out, I did. I'm thrilled, losing my voice as we speak. I'm thrilled that I've been able to kind of go, yep, I'm happy with that. Yes, I think that's enough, or no. And again, spendy, £30. I'm used to just getting money in and spending it on myself straight away and then experiencing buyer's remorse, but doing nothing with that buyer's remorse. So I've never really set myself a weekly amount for spending. So I've set myself 30. It may be enough. It may not be enough. I may want a little bit more. We will see. So, yeah. Next week is a big week because I am expecting both my freelance income and my wage. And what I will probably start to do is keep rollovers at, say, £10 or under, or actually just implement them into savings challenges. So I'm really excited to actually get going on that. Last week was very, very unorganised. I was so desperate to start and had it in my brain that I had to start on the 1st of September that I therefore didn't order anything that I wanted, because I don't need any of this. I just wanted it. And in my mind, I had it that it would make me be more organised and more ready. And then that wasn't the case at all, because I lost receipts and I didn't track them and didn't have the cash in ready for when I wanted to go, or wasn't sure what was coming out and when. And it was just last week was a hot, unorganised mess. So this week is better. I've had a lot of fun as well when I've been consigned to sofa rest, creating just these sheets, and these are things that I've designed and they are going to be for personal use only, because I have a really awful habit of trying to monetize everything that is creative that I do, and then I lose that enjoyment. And I have had so much fun just completely letting my imagination let rip and go, okay, well, how would my brain work with this layout? Is this going to be too restrictive? Can I work within here? Is this giving me creativity and flexibility? And oh, look, there's colours and patterns and all of these beautiful things that I like. So anything that you see me do that I have created myself, I'm not going to offer for purchase, because I just need to keep something back creatively for me. I've lost that real creative spark recently with leaving the industry that I did, which was so creative but so full on and so draining and so burning out, that it's been really nice to just have that come back. So if you do like anything, then Canva's a fantastic tool and a fantastic resource. But yeah, these are just going to be for me. So thank you so much. I get to go play with Happy Mail now, which I'm quite excited for. Our Happy Mail watch is paused, if anyone was following on Instagram. Happy Mail watch is paused for now. So thank you for watching. Thank you again to everyone who has liked, commented, subscribed, followed, interacted, DM'd, not DM'd. Thank you. It does mean an awful lot. I hope that you have found this video interesting. If you have any feedback, please feel free to get in touch. I would love to hear from you. Thank you to those of you who have privately contacted me and gotten in touch as well. I will be doing a separate video on Vinted at some point at the end of this week. Everything has now been dispatched, although Vinted is taking its sweet time and updating everyone on the fact that it's been dispatched. Not quite sure why. We'll deal with that technical error later. Everything has now been dispatched and everything is all okay. I think I can comfortably say everything is okay. And on that note, I'm going to go. So I'll see you next time. Bye bye.